very important for us as politicians not only to subject ourselves to the existing polity or political culture out there, but one of the reasons why I joined Keadilan was because I feel it was important to work towards and live and practice politics devoid of colour, of race. And it is rightly that this politics has been embraced much better compared to previous years. So Pakatan's success for me goes beyond the 4 states or even in next general elections, but the fact that we could work together, an Islamic party, a multiracial party like Keadilan and DAP, the Action Party, premised on a common policy platform, premised on issues and ideology that we want to make sure that going forward, the economy and politics is more inclusive for all Malaysians. That's a question that's always asked of us, and that's why it's important when we build bridges amongst the next generation leaders in Pakatan. We have younger leaders from DAP working very closely with leaders from Keadilan and also PAS, because it's not about a person, it's not about an individual, it's not about a personality. It's about shared ideals, a shared vision, and you can only succeed if you have enough of a generation, leaders in a generation that adopts and supports and promotes these ideals. So we have had our common policy platform, and the latest retreat on the 19th of July was to address this point, meaning what next? Despite the trials, tribulations faced by the opposition leader, the agenda must go on. We must make sure we promote, we really provide a viable alternative for the electorates at large. First, the season for hopping is over, and we're left with really the cream of the crop. And if you look at Keadilan, the sort of evolution of party, we've had a shorter time in terms of in 1999 when we first came to be to where we are today, a party that governs Selangor among other states with coalition members. So certainly it is not an easy feat, especially for a new party. You have to promote a new sense of culture, issues of bonding come into play. But if you look at all the young assembly persons, young members of parliament, those who joined Keadilan as their first party, all of us have stayed very loyal, and we have been given the opportunity to lead at the mainstream politics of the party. So the future remains in the next generation. If we manage to prove to the voters in the next elections, we field younger, more professional, talented candidates, that's the only way to survive. People will not be they won't tolerate any more dodgy, failed candidates that was fall prey to party hopping. I think more important, because any political party expects to win. You want to win because then you can realize your plans, you can realize your vision and the ideals you hold strongly towards. And I based my involvement in politics on a moral compass, meaning you have to be guided by certain sets of principles. And what's most important is post-election result, the political transition, a peaceful political transition. So that's my hope actually. And I'm giving this out, I'm making this plea to the federal government to actually first implement electoral reforms before the next GE, and second, to make sure that a peaceful political transition takes place, regardless of the results.
Okay, thank you, Ivy. Thanks for the interview.
All right.
And that was a great session just now.